There's gonna be a few before I can pay my bills. Busy and slammed real quick. This video is about domestic violence, not just around the holidays, it's year round. A lot of you pick up special projects and special causes a couple days during the holiday season. People are victimized all year round. There's a woman around Christmas time. She, not Christmas, around Thanksgiving time, got pretty fucked up. And she was angry that she was not able to get help. She lost her place and ended up homeless on Thanksgiving. Ugh. Oh. There's a lady I saw tonight, and she was another domestic violence victim here in Tillamook. Different though. See, she went to a service that I went to as well, but they actually helped her. They don't always help, especially if you're a male or homeless. And it seems that being homeless is more of a determining factor than being a male. God, that lighter's dead. So there's a feller who just reached out to me right as I was making this video, so I was gonna not be rude and actually answer him. I took a look at his YouTube, or at his Facebook, because he sent me a friend request. I do this with everybody who sends me a friend request now. I don't trust anybody. I had to trust somebody, and there was nobody I could trust. Natalie was the last human being I was able to trust. And although I trusted her motives and her intentions, it was the motives and intentions of her friends and family that I had to be worried about. Do you think those predators like Tim Beeson, do you think they told Natalie the rumors they were spreading? Natalie thought it was just some excuse. No, it wasn't. And, I'm a hurting unit, you know, that's obvious to anybody. I've been through domestic abuse, domestic assault, a lot. I've also been through abuse in the system, and it's a toss-up as to which one is worse sometimes. I get told often about the Hispanic community and the machismo and how violent those men are and so on and so forth, and I just ain't seeing it. Don't get me wrong, there's men out there like Larry Martinez and Joseph Michael Lopez who harbor things within them that ain't right. But it's not a cultural thing. It's not a color thing. I mean, we don't have to look any further than our own backyards for evidence of this. Larry Martinez is not the only man that I've ever known to punch a woman in the eyeball. Of course, he caved in Kimberly Vala Martinez's eye socket. One punch. Just cold cocked her because he was fucked up on meth. Nowadays, that's pretty commonplace. Like it's become popular or something. But it's not a Hispanic thing. It's a violent idiot thing. Now, there's a safety inherent in it. You know, you don't want to date a pussy. Because if you date a pussy and somebody messes with you, you're afraid that pussy just gonna watch. So you basically separate men into pussies and assholes. Well, some of us are dicks. Assholes are the ones that you reserve for dating. They're the ones that generally give you the free drugs, the free alcohol, and of course, the free baby. Oh, that baby is not free, is it? You're paying for that. Them drugs and alcohol weren't free either. You're paying for that. The pussies are the guys that you pretended that you're interested in when you realize that the asshole you've been with who got you knocked up ain't daddy material. I noticed that with a lady here who got help from CARE, or from Tides of Change, that's what it is. The lady here who got help from Tides of Change. She's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white lady. I mean, that's like the epitome of who we give free shit to. Anyway, there's a guy whose name is spelled J-E-S-U-S who sent me a friend request. I assume he's gonna threaten me and tell me he's gonna box me or he's gonna beat me up or something like that. So we'll see if that's what he does. And there's a possibility he might be reaching out because he actually cares, or maybe he knows somebody who's missing and he needs help finding them, or I don't know. But I know that he had some MMA stuff on his Facebook, so that's something that, well, I've had a few people that were really super into MMA, wanted to get a hold of me and tell me they was going to hurt me or hurt my family, or I ain't got the balls to step in the ring with them. Well, legally, they wouldn't allow me to be in the ring with you. My physical disabilities are quite significant. If they allowed me in the ring with you, the doctor who allowed it would go to fucking prison. But short of that, I'll take an ass whooping on principle. That's been pretty much my entire life. People's idea towards us is, do as I say or I'll beat you up. Do as I say or I'll lock you up. Do as I say or I'll make you hurt. Do as I say or I'll slander your name. Do as I say, do as I say, do as I say, weirdo. Do as I say, freak. Do as I say, creep. You filthy bum, get a job. Well, I know it all. I know everything. How honest of a statement is that? Not even close. I don't know anywhere close to everything. And neither do you. You fucking know-it-alls. Now, I'm glad that this Denny's is open, and they put together a lot of people that came from a lot of different places to come and make sure that this Denny's here, specifically in Tillamook, was open for all of the people here. Seems that many of the people who work here in both the Hispanic portion, the native portion, they seem to know what's up. The white folks, they seem to know what's up too. For a lot of folks, this is the only place they got to go. And the staff who work here, it don't matter what color they are, they came here on Christmas Day. Christmas Day to open this place up and be good to us. Some of them folks got accents that are real thick. Some of them speak languages that I don't understand. But I'm still grateful that they're here. I'm grateful that they're helping. I'm grateful that I got a warm place to sit and a warm meal to eat, and it's cheap. I'm glad the folks here in Tillamook knowing about the Well, knowing that for a lot of these people, this is going to be the only place they have to go. You want to send them to the churches. A lot of people got too much pride for that. Also, a lot of people got issues that the churches won't touch. They look away from child molesters. They look away from rapists. They look away from woman beaters. They look away from people abusing the disabled. People here know exactly what kind of help they're going to get from the churches, and it ain't the kind of help you keep pushing us to go to the churches for. They don't care any more than you do, so stop pushing us onto them. When we're abused at home and we have to flee abuse, this is the wrong thing to do to us. But thank goodness for the people here at this specific Denny's who are here this specific night and the things that they are doing for us. Now, I'm assuming because of the last name of the man who sent me a message, and because his first name is spelled Jesus, I'm going to assume that it's pronounced Jesus. I'm going to assume that he's Hispanic. And my assumptions may be wrong. However, I can't think of anyone that I've ever met whose name is Jesus or Jesus who wasn't Hispanic. So, it's a generalized assumption that's probably true, but there's a possibility that it's not. There's a possibility that he's Italian. There's a possibility that he's Native American. There's all sorts of possibilities. Anyway, I'm going to get back in there. A lot of these domestic abuse survivors, we get to see the ones who are getting help, getting the services. Quite a few of them out here aren't getting services, but they're homeless. And there's a few of them that are getting services, and they're not homeless. And that's universal nationwide. If you and your family work together, you can keep each other safe. If you're doing the American thing, the every man for himself thing, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Thank you, sir. Now, one of the things with domestic violence, also systemic violence, which is what we're dealing with. Oh, there's a bunch of people here, so I'm in the video.